Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. Today's video is going to be declutter number 4, and it's going to be all things lips. So all of my lip products, and there's a lot. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you're into eyeshadow palettes, essence, and CATRICE, and getting the use out of your makeup the way that I am, then definitely stay tuned because I am here to do a decluttering series. It was time to do some spring cleaning in both my wardrobe and my makeup collection, and today we are doing the makeup collection declutter. It's 6 parts. I'm going to be reusing this part of the video for every single video. So if you're like, I've heard that before, that might be true, because I always need to get a couple of things out of the way before we get into a declutter. Yes, this is a declutter. That doesn't mean you have to declutter. If that makes you like feel bad or whatever, please don't. I'm just here to clear out my personal makeup collection, which is something that has grown over time. I didn't buy this in one go. I've been creating makeup, beauty related content for more than a decade, which is where some of these things, you know, have somehow, like I've somehow acquired them along the way. Not all of it is PR. I buy most of it with my own money. But yeah, the past couple of years have definitely put things into perspective. So I already knew going into it that I wanted to get rid of quite a bit. And even some OG favorites that I hold very near and dear to my heart, where I just felt like, it's time. It's time. It's also good to know that I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone, which means that it greatly skews my makeup preferences. So if I'm getting rid of a product that you love, that works great for you, then please keep using it. It just may be something that didn't work for me, or maybe I've just had it for a while. There are so many different reasons why I might be getting rid of something, and it doesn't mean that you have to as well. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to mention before we got started. Let me get stuck into these declutters. Welcome to declutter number 4, and as you can see, we're going to be going over my lipstick collection. And this is going to be a thing because here again, I feel I can get rid of quite a bit. I love my Lisa Eldridge ones the most, but most everything else, I just need to cull through it. And I do a lot of lip swatch videos. I think on average, I do one a month. And that means that I do end up with a lot of overflow in lip products, I'm not gonna lie. Not all of these though I have already reviewed. So there are, maybe by the time you're watching this video, that video may already be up or it might be going up. But as I'm filming this declutter, there is a lip swatch video that I still need to do. Yes, there's a lot we need to get rid of here, but I can't get rid of everything here because some of it I'm still keeping around. And I actually found 3 things that I missed in my bronzer, blush, and highlighter declutter. So there's 2 extra blushes that I'm going to be decluttering. This other one from CATRICE, I had it sitting in a different box somewhere. I don't know why it was there. This is in the shade Warm Soul. It's really pretty, but I wasn't using it. And then I have this color changing cheek thing, which was a disaster. And then I have a highlighter that is too dark for me. So these I'm also decluttering. So that makes the tally for the blush 25 or 27. And with the highlighters, I completely forgot. But there's a lot that we're getting rid of. So the one thing I still need to review is this Plump It Up booster from CATRICE. So those I'm going to try and find and take out so that I can still use those in my upcoming video. This one? No, that's not one. Oh, here's another one. These were lovely first impression, but I'm not sure yet how these are going to go. So these are, I think it's 8. Maybe I'll find a couple more in a minute. But these are the Plump It Up Lip Booster from CATRICE. So these need to stay for now. And then pretty much everything else here, save for this little lip balm thing, all of this is stuff I've already filmed my lip swatch videos with. Oh, there's a stray brow pencil in here. That's lovely. And these just weren't it for me. These are either shades that I feel I don't need to keep or that just aren't my favorite. So all of this that you see lying in front of you is gonna go because they're not necessarily my favorite. I do want to keep this though. The cool mauve shade from Essence, the 8-Hour Liquid Matte Liquid Lipstick. That was a great formula. And I think that may have ended up in here as well. Yep, I'm pretty sure the Tinted Kiss in the shade Mauvelous from Essence. Those were my 2 favorite shades from that lip swatch video. So those I definitely want to keep. And I think I've already sorted through my like other lip swatch videos and what I would want to keep for most of those. So I have a bunch of these Catrice Shine Bombs ones. I've like the ones that I wanted to keep are already in my makeup collection. So I know that these 5 can go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have a bunch of this new Scandalous Matte formula, which again, I do like these, but I may have other shades that I like better. But this one, and also the shade 060, Good Intentions, I may want to sort of keep off to the side here so I can compare it to some other things. But there were shades in this line that didn't quite work for me. So the shades that didn't work were all of these very sort of light nudes. So here we have something that's just, it's straight up beige. It's just not going to work for me. So these I'm not going to keep. Oh, and I have another one here. Yeah, the 110 shade. So those are another 5. I'll count them up. I'll add it up towards the end. The tinted lip oil from e.l.f. is nice. It's a good product, but I felt it disappeared quite quickly off of my lips. And the glossy lip stain, I just didn't like at all. So both of these can go. I don't need to keep the red. Even though I like the red from this line, I don't need to keep it. So all of the Essence liquid lipsticks that are new are going to go, save for that more mauve tone one. Then I also did a lip swatch video with the Better Than Fake Lips volume glosses from Catrice. This is one of my favorite gloss formulas, but I'm thinking they may have already discontinued this. So that's a bit of a shame, but my favorite shade, Lifting Nude, is actually almost gone. So I think I'm going to track this down on like a website that still stocks this, so I can get that one shade again that I like. But I've swatched all of these out on my lips for you if you want to see what the full range looks like. I like these a lot, but I don't need to keep that many glosses, and I just need to get rid of a couple of things. So I'm going to get rid of the 9 shades from the Better Than Fake Lips that aren't my favorites. They are really nice products, but that's just me. The remainder of the Tinted Kiss that I didn't love the best can also go. These are the shades from the Maybelline Vinyl Inks that I decided to not keep. So those I can also get rid of. Oh, here's another one of that Plump It Up thing. So that's something I need to keep. And then I also did a lip swatch video with all of these volumizing lip boosters from Catrice. Really lovely formula, but again, I've sorted through, found my favorite shades, and those are the ones I'm going to keep, so I can get rid of all the other ones. But yeah, again, lip swatch video is up on the channel with this if you'd like to see more. Is this another one? That's another one. Oh, and I have another one here, a clear one. This is definitely one of those like tingling on your lips kind of thing, but this is the extreme one, and these just have a milder tingle. Then the Extreme Care lip glosses from Essence. These were not good. They smell weird. Didn't love it. Similarly for the Care and Shine lipsticks, I didn't care for these either. I kept the shades I like the best. Same thing for the Melting Kiss. I do really like this formula, but again, I've kept the ones I like. But I actually think I may just have to get rid of these because they're not that unique in terms of shades. Still undecided. And then I have a limited edition one. This is from the Cruella Disney Villains line from Catrice. It's pretty, but not my shade. And similarly, a Bambi lip filler from the Disney Classics limited edition. It's a lot of Essence and Catrice. It's a pretty shade. It's a very nice light pink. But I don't really love these like plumping things. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite. I do want to keep this. I don't love products like this. Like there are more shades in this lineup. And this was the only shade that appealed to me. But if you want to see me do a lip swatch video or like a blog post review with this line, then let me know. I could pick up the other shades. But this is the Intense Matte Lip Pen from Catrice. This is new for Spring Summer 2022. And it's this hot fuchsia pink. Oh, of course, I'm sticking the cap into the lipstick. That's great. It's in Think Pink. And I wore it in my first impression video with this Plump It Up gloss over it. And it was a really good combo. So I would want to wear that again in the future, I'm sure. This is the new Essence Space Glow thing. It's nice, but I'm going to pass it on to my niece, who's 5, who loves things like this. And then the Algae Lip Oil. I wasn't wowed by this. Yeah, this is a little cubby filled with things I've recently worn. So what I do throughout the month as I'm wearing things, I throw it in here so that I can keep track of what I've been wearing. I've been sort of trying to make an effort to use this up. The Better Than Fake Lips Volume Gloss in Lifting Nudes, it's getting really difficult to get product out. So I might be using it up. Lip Glow Oil from Dior. I take it to work every day. And then I have my Kiko lipstick in, I think it was called Mauve something, shade 22 in the Ultimate Stilo. And then I have some Lisa Eldridge lipsticks here that I've worn throughout the month. I have Velvet Blush, which looks like that. I have Kitten Mischief, which looks like that. And I have Velvet Muse. I'm really going through a nude phase lately, so that's those are the things I can also not get rid of because I like them. Lisa Eldridge then. I collect these. So I still have all the shades that were new in the fall time on my wish list. Also a couple of the Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks I still have on my wish list, so these are not going anywhere. This is the lip gloss collection, and I already told you when I showed you all of my lipsticks, I swatched all of the ones in my active collection out for you a couple of weeks ago. So I'll make sure to link that in the description box down below. Then I really go into like undertones and like differences. I grouped all of my bullet lipsticks into color family. So if you want to see that, that's a different video. That's not going to happen today. I know what I like, so I know what I want to get rid of. And there, about half of this needs to go because I only like one shade of lip gloss, and it's a mauve. That's a nudie mauve shade. These 3 Colourpop things can go. The Luxe glosses are actually what kicked off my love for all things lip gloss, but I feel that gloss just doesn't do that much for me. So I only need to keep a couple, and then I'm going to be happy. So these can all go, because as far as glosses go, I now have better formulas in my collection that I just prefer. One of those formulas, like these are 2 of my favorites, the Rare Beauty and the Fenty Beauty. This is in Nearly Mauve. This is in the Cream Gloss Balm in Mauve Wives. Love both of these. Going to keep them. Oh, I need to perhaps put them in here. Same for these 2 from CATRICE. These are the volumizing lip boosters that I had already selected I want to keep. These are in Mauve in the Berry and Lost in the Rosewoods. So this is the Mauve in the Berry, Lost in the Rosewoods. Especially this one is really pretty. So, like that. I love my Wayne Goss one. This is in the shade Petunia. Perfect mauve shade. Keeping. Alright. So this is actually quite new to me, so I'm going to keep it. This is by Victoria Beckham. And kid you not, this was sent to me in PR. They contacted me, do you have a wish list? Send it to us. And they sent me all the products. So can't wait to try more by the brand. This seemed lovely. I wore it once so far. I loved it. And it's a great, great shade. This is the, ooh, does it say what the name of the product is? It's the Posh Gloss in the shade Fizz. Love it. Love, love, love it. This is too old. This is a Dior lip gloss that I need to get rid of. I should have gotten rid of that like 5 years ago. I'm also going to be getting rid of the Patrick Ta. I just don't like shimmer in my glosses. So I can also get rid of the Juvia's Place. And I can get rid of the Nabla because all of those have shimmer. The only one with shimmer I'm going to keep is the Zoeva. Because this you can top over anything because it's a clear base. And I'm not sure the sun is out, so maybe you can see. But it's got like green, gold, and purple sparkle running through it. It's really pretty. This is in the shade Dream With Me. Huda Beauty I'm going to get rid of. This was a tester. It's the Silk Balm in the shade Blush. It's lovely. Great formula. But I've got other lip gloss I like better. Similarly for these, both of these have a bit of sparkle running through it. The Dear Dahlia in Stardust. And this is the Gloss Balm in Fussy. Lovely products, but I don't wear it. So those can go. Then we have these ones left. I'm going to get rid of both of the minis. The Dior Addict Lip Maximizer, just, I don't like that product. And this is just not my shade from Rare Beauty. The mauve shade works better on me. And I have that in a bigger size. This Lisa Eldridge one is starting to separate. Do you see that? This is in the shade Songbird. So let me smell it. It still smells okay. It just starts to look a bit funky. And the Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace formula is not my favorite. It's not my favorite. So do I want to keep one of these? Do I want to keep both? Maybe pile for now. Refresh Rose from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the collagen lip bath. I like it, but this doesn't do enough for me. It's like I'm putting on clear gloss. I do want to keep Walk of No Shame and Pillow Talk. I love this formula. It's so comfortable. And the Natasha Denona in I Need a Rose was far too strong of a scent. Oh yeah. Oh, it's that really sickly sweet, like vanilla cupcake scent. Don't love it. So I'm going to get rid of that. And the Charlotte Tilbury Jewel Lips in Pillow Talk I can get rid of. It's got shimmer. I have the Dior Lip Glow Oil, so I don't need to keep both of these. This one is the Dior one. Like, it's a dupe. So if you don't want to spend the money on the Dior, get the Catrice Powerful Gloss Lip Oil in Cherry Blossom Glow. Yes, that's what it's called. It's the same product, but I find this a bit more comfortable. But if you're on a budget, Catrice does it. And this is really pretty, but I don't wear glosses with a lot of color. So those can both go. I want to keep it clear. This is the Wet Cherry Gloss from Lime Crime in the shade Extra Poppin'. And then here is what's left of my lip gloss collection. So I think I can actually manage to put these guys in here. Yeah, that's great. So in terms of lip gloss, and if I count the things that were sort of like in my shop, my stash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm getting rid of 14. I'm keeping 14. Getting rid of half, which was my intention. So, well done me. Then really quickly, lip balm and lip liner. I don't use lip liner. Why do I still have this? I'm going to get rid of all three. It's the MAC Lip Pencil in Soar, the Lip Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury in Pink Venus, and in Pillow Talk. These can go. I never use lip liners. I know a lot of people think, oh, it's so versatile. You can make your lips more precise. I don't need it. My lip shape is fine as it is. I don't need to cheat anything. I don't need to draw in a bigger lip. No. And if I want to do like a darker outer part of the lip and a lighter inner part, I just use two lipsticks and a lip brush. I don't need a lip liner for it. Most of these I still have to try, or I'm using it in a Shop My Stash. I have another one in my nightstand. But this is currently in my Shop My Stash, so that's gonna stay. I like Carmack, so I'm going to keep it. Medicated chapstick. Oh, it's unopened. But this is expired, right? How long have I had this for? Doesn't say. Oh, it expired in 2010. Okay, let's get rid of that. Burt's Bees, this is the one I'm going to be using when this is gone. So that's my backup for that. If I go to the US again, I need to pick up another medicated chapstick. By Terry, Balm the Rose. This came as a gift with purchase. And it's a very comfortable lip gloss. Or lip balm, I should say. But the scent, wow. It's like putting rose-flavored perfume onto your lips. It's, not my vibe. Decluttering. I now know what this does. I'm glad I got it for free. This is from Maison. This is the Collagenic Aqua Volume Lip Essence with the SPF 50. This was also a freebie in a Yes Style order. I'm hoping I like it. Then the Apple Glaze Lip Mask from Kaleidos. This has a tint to it, which is why I'm not wearing it, because I don't tend to wear these things if it's got a tint. This was, again, part of some collection, and it smells really strongly of, like, sour apples. So, needs to go. And then this was a gift from a subscriber. This is the Dr. Lip Original Nipple Balm. This is apparently really, really good as like a nighttime lip balm. Really hydrating for the lips. So that one I want to, that's my nighttime backup. And then I can get rid of this as well. I've had this for a while. Ooh, it looks terrible. Do you see that? It's a color changing lip balm. So it's one that starts green and then it turns pink on your lips. It's from Catrice. It's their mint and hemp one. This was my favorite one. They did this whole line, like every time we get a new one, but they all did the same thing on your lips. And this was the one I kept, but I can get rid of that. So I'm getting rid of 3 lip liners, 3 lip balms, and that means we just have this left, which this is actually not supposed to be in here. So that's pretty good number. I just use up lip balm and then move on to the next thing. I don't need a ton of these as backups. I just don't. Stuff that I couldn't fit into any cubbies or that didn't really have a home. So these are all things I got in a little bit later that I bought for videos. And I just need to take a decision. Like these I haven't tried on my lips yet, so I don't know what they'll do in terms of gloss. They're the new like swirly ones from Makeup Revolution. So Bitten Red and Berry Pink. They look really pretty in the packaging. I don't know whether it's gonna ever like look like this again, but it's the Ceramide Lip Swirl. We'll see how it goes. I still need to try them out. I bought those Makeup Revolution things for a full face of Makeup Revolution that I still need to film as I'm filming this bit. This can go, the Precious Rituals Lip Sealo from Kiko. I don't know, it sort of ended up in my liquid lipstick collection. Then I have these liquid lipsticks from Romand. This is a set. These 4 came in like the same collection. And I thought when I bought these that these 2 shades were going to be a lot different than what they ended up being. My favorite is VOLUMIZING. And this is their Zero Velvet Tint. And these are great liquid lipsticks. Like if you don't like uncomfortable liquid lipsticks, you want them to be really rich and creamy on your lips, but they still have staying powder. This, like K-Beauty is where it's at. It's just where it's at. But these shades either don't work for me, or they are too similar to things I already have in formulas that I find easier to work with. Because this is a dupe for Velvet Jazz by Lisa Eldridge. So I would wear Velvet Jazz over this one. So even though I love these, I need to get rid of them. Here I'm also on the fence. So when I did my lip swatch video for the vinyl inks from Maybelline, I decided to keep 3 shades. I decided to keep Witty, Royal, and Capricious. But in terms of like what the formula did for me, I thought Capricious was the only one that really did something I don't have in other formulas. So I'm going to keep Capricious. I'm going to get rid of the other 2. And then here, yeah, this is just great. This is just great. Is there another lipstick in here? Yeah, so this is how they come packaged. So this Dragon lipstick from Zishi, like I'm just going to keep one. This I'm going to get rid of because it's not my shade. It's in the shade M05. And I have the box behind me on a shelf, but I am going to be putting this in a Makeup Memories box because it's so pretty and outrageous that I'm going to keep it. This is shade M1, which is an orange toned red. I have other orange toned reds I just like a lot better. Then I have some Gucci lipsticks in here. These are not going to go anywhere. I love my Gucci lipsticks. This M Cosmetics one, I'm going to get rid of. I didn't love it. The lip cushion in Van Gogh. You can't really twist this up because it won't twist back. It's a pretty shade, but it's a bit messy. Too creamy of a formula. I didn't think I was ever going to say that. Then the Catrice Scandalous Mattes that I wanted to keep for sure are here. And it's shades 050, which is that really nice rosy one that I thought wasn't going to work for me, but it worked. Okay. Then shade 090, Blame the Night. That was that really vibrant red that I kept raving on about in the video. Then shade 100, which is that more classic red that was in that lineup. And then I actually want to make sure I swatch that against some of the other reds I have by Catrice, just to see which one I like best. And 080 is Casually Overdressed, which is the first time Catrice has done an interesting lipstick shade in a long time. So, love that. I have this Fenty Beauty lip stain that I haven't tried yet. This is in the shade Strawberry Sangria. Love that thing. But that needs to go in a place where I find it. So once I reorganize everything, it's hopefully going to be easier. I've got a couple of these CATRICE Melting Kiss lipsticks. But I'm not sure if you can see the stickers on the back. They're all the same color. So do I need to keep all three, or can I just, I think I'm just going to keep one. Let me see whether the name sparks any sort of trigger. This is a shade Soulmate. That looks a bit too brown. Crazy Over You, but that seems to be a bit red. And then this is Catching Feelings. And that's that mauve that I like, but I would wear this as a gloss. So I actually think I'm going to get rid of all three. I don't need these. Then, new to me, the scent in PR are these Posh lipsticks from Victoria Beckham. They're in the shades Alter Ego, Pop, and Jump. So there's one like I've only swatched these so far. So a nice brighter red. Then, ooh, these are so tight. Another brighter shade, and then I think I also got a nude. Like this, look at that. Like if you love your mauves, I can't wait to put these on my lips. So they seem to be very creamy formula as well. And then I have one of their lip stains as well. So this is the Bitten Lip Tint in the shade Bisou. And this looks super intense. Like it looks so dark on the doe foot. But I've already swatched it and it's a really pretty sort of like soft, like truly as if you've just eaten ripe fruit or bitten your lips. That's definitely the look this gives. Love that as well. So those I all want to keep. And then I have the Caring Shine lipstick from CATRICE. I decided to keep around 204 My Way. This was my favorite shade in the lineup, but at the end of the day, I don't need to keep this around. And then I just have a bunch of Kiko lipsticks. I did a Kiko lip swatch video. I wanted to try out all the different formulas they have. And I ended up finding actually a couple of good dupes for Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. So make sure you check the link in the description box down below if you're looking for some Lisa Eldridge dupes, because Kiko definitely does something that's similarly sometimes. But again, I don't need to keep all of these. I will be keeping the one that's in my Shop My Stash, because that mauve tone is pretty. But this is the same formula, 07 in the Unlimited Stilo. And this is just a bit too brown for me, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then I have the Gossamer Emotion lipstick in 132. Now there was one of these that I really liked. Yeah, this is, no. I really, wasn't this the dupe one? I don't remember which one it was. But this, ooh, it's pretty, but I don't, like it's a good formula, really nice lipstick, but the shade, not perfect. Then the Hydra Shining Lip Stilo in shade 06. Again, a pretty lipstick, but not something I need to keep around because it's unique in my collection. And I feel similarly about these holiday collection ones. I have a metallic one that just, like, look at that packaging. It's so pretty, but I don't need to keep that. Similarly, from that same holiday collection, I don't need to keep this, like, weirdish berry shade. Not my vibe. 510. This was the one that I ended up liking a lot more than I had expected. This is the Jelly Stilo in 510. So I'm keeping that because that's unique in my collection. And I remember, was it this one then? Glossy Dream Sheer Lipstick. This was really pretty. I remember that. But again, not something I need to keep. That's not a shade that I look at and go like, oh, I like that. But I did like a couple of the shades in the Velvet Passion. Oh, this shade I can't really read. But this deeper red, I'm not going to keep. I may want to keep the berry. I'm going to keep the berry. And I'm also going to be keeping the more vibrant red. This is a dupe for Lisa Eldridge's Velvet Ribbon, in case you were wondering. So that is that. Then, these little Kaleidos tins. These are really stunning lipsticks, and I kept them in the tins, thinking that way I can keep them nice and curated in one place. If you're looking for that romance kind of formula, but from a brand that may be easier to find for some people, then the Kaleidos Cloud Play Lip Glaze I find are very similar to these K-Beauty things. Kaleidos kind of does that, where they take K-Beauty trends and markets them to the Western market. That's the way they do it. These are all stunning. And I think I just want to keep them in here the way they are. So I have Mercury, Agave, Queen of the Night, and Scorpio King, or Scorpion King, something like that. And in the red one, I've got my reddish shades. So I've got Wild Apple, Cactus Flower, Dahlia, and Rubino in here. And then this is actually a set that came with a collection. This is a Smoky Nostalgia one. So you can buy the tins and put shades in yourself. If you buy 4 shades, you get the tin for free. So this is Skin Chips, Cold Smoke, Cognac, and Smeared Rouge. And I like all of these. They're really, really fun to play with, and they work really well with the Kaleidos Space Age highlighters, the multi-chrome ones. You can layer them on top, and it makes for such a stunning editorial look. And then here we have my lipstick drawers, and I'm still undecided whether I want to keep my lipsticks in these drawers or whether I want to buy some more of these organizers from Primark to just display them all. I actually find that I reach for my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks the most, not only because they're front and center, but because they're very easy to reach. And this is not quite easy to reach. And then one of my lipsticks, actually this is the culprit right here, got stuck and I couldn't get the drawer out, and it actually ruined a lot of my drugstore lipsticks that are in this container. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go through the high-end stuff first. So this Rare Beauty lipstick, as much as I like Rare Beauty, this shade, what is it called again? Worthy. It was the only thing that kind of worked on me, but it's so warm. It's not my shade, so I need to get rid of that, unfortunately. It doesn't work for me. I've got some CATRICE things in here that I thought I might like. So the Maleficent one in 010. That is pretty, but I have other things like it in my collection for sure. So I don't need to keep that around. Then the satin lipsticks from the Disney Classics. So this is Marie, which is such a nice corally pink, but not something I need to keep around. I probably just put them in here because I had nowhere else to go. And then the Lady one, which has shimmer, which I don't like. So those can all go. Gucci ones are going to stay. So this is the Voile. This is the Painted Veil. And then I also have May Coral. I did a lip swatch video with my Gucci lipsticks as well. So those are not going to go anywhere. Then I also have some of the satins. This is Mildred Rosewood, which is one of my favorite all-time shades. And then I also have Love Before Breakfast, another great one. And then from the mattes, I have Peggy Taupe, which is not a taupe, it's a mauve. And then I have Goldie Red, which is the classic Gucci red. So if you get the red and green that they do sometimes, it's that red. So you can buy it as a lipstick. This, I'm so torn about these. These Peri Para Ink Velvets are so good. Like the Romand, really good formula, but the shades are not quite it for me. Especially this nude, I know I can get rid of because it doesn't work for me. These two shades are great, but this is a bit orange toned of a red, and this is like a bright fuchsia. And it's just that wrong kind of pink that I don't tend to wear. So even though I love the formula of these, I'm afraid to say that I'm going to declutter all 3 of them. And that the same goes actually for most of the lipsticks that you're looking at here. If I go high-end lipstick, it's Gucci or Lisa Eldridge by now. I know, for instance, that I can get rid of some of these Charlotte Tilbury things. Let me put them down here so I can read the names a bit more easily and show you. So I am going to be keeping my favorites. I'm keeping Very Victoria. That's my favorite Charlotte Tilbury nude. And I'm also keeping Red Carpet Red. That's my favorite red from Charlotte Tilbury. The rest, I'm undecided. I do like Wedding Bells and Glowing Gen. So this is Glowing Gen, which is like a nice warmer nude. It's from the Hot Lips. And the Wedding Bells one is also a really nice nude, but it's quite warm. So, but I do like the packaging on these, and they're nice lipsticks. Scarlet Spell. This is pretty, but I don't need it. I've got Lisa Eldridge's Velvet Jazz. I would wear that over it. Same thing for this. This is Magic Red. It's very similar to Scarlet Spell. I don't even know why I own both. I believe these were limited edition colors, so you can no longer buy them. Lost Cherry is nice, but it's far too coral for it to work on me. So, Bond Girl, I am going to keep. It's that berry vibe that makes it for me. So I'm going to keep Bond Girl, which is now called Am I Kiss, if I'm not mistaken. Love Liberty. Do I want to keep that berry shade? I have worn this quite a bit, so I'm going to go with yes for now. But I will be decluttering this. This is Pillow Talk. I'm getting rid of Pillow Talk. I don't wear it. If I go for it, I go for the CATRICE version that I love a lot more. Then we have Secret Selma, which is a more cool tone offering from Charlotte Tilbury as well. So I keep that too. And then I'm going to get rid of Pillow Talk Intense. This is far too brown for me. And I'm going to get rid of Stoned Rose. Finally, this is like the third time I'm trying to get rid of this. It's a terracotta. It doesn't work on me. It's orange. And then Sexy Sienna, my first ever Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, but I don't love corals. I just don't. Why do I have this? I don't even know. So, those, oh wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I've cut my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick collection in half. Let me first tackle the Bite Beauty, Irma Decay, and Lisa Swatches before we get to the MAC. So Lisa Swatches I want to keep. This is in the shade Cassis. It's a great winterberry. So I want to keep that. Rhubarb from Bite. And this is so destroyed, I would like to try and use this up. It still smells okay, so I do want to keep that. But I'm going to get rid of Pepper. I have other nudes in my collection by now that I like just as much. Sake, same thing. I'm going to get rid of it because I have other things I just like as much. Radish, I like this shade. But it's very similar to Love Before Breakfast and the Lisa Swatches, so I can get rid of it. And Thistle has expired. So I'm going to keep one Bite lipstick. It's the one I've used the most. And I'm going to try and use it up at some point. And then I have these Urban Decay ones. I've got Gash, which is a creamy red. But this is a really stunning, more unique red in my collection, though. That's the reason why I kept it around all these years. So, not sure what I want to do with that. 69. That's the definite keeper here. I love that red. I've repurchased it. I also want to keep Firebird. That's just a bit more unique. And I want to keep Menace. This really nice bright pink. For sure. And then I'm going to get rid of Checkmate, which is a pinky coral, and Tilt, which is an orange coral, which I tried to declutter last year and then pulled it at the last minute. So those are going to go. Do I want to keep Gash? Yes, I'm keeping Gash. So I'm keeping 4 Urban Decay lipsticks, getting rid of 2. MAC. I need to get rid of some of these. Some of them have expired. Actually, most of these have probably expired because some of these are the oldest lipsticks I have. Oh well, these are the Powder Kiss ones. I have Stay Curious, which is a good reddish toned nude, so that's not going anywhere. I also have this bright number, and this is going to stay over a drugstore lipstick, so I'm going to keep that around. This is Impassioned, which is my coral of choice. If I wear a coral, it's this, nothing else. Candy Yum Yum, need to keep. So fun. Flat Out Fabulous. I now have that CATRICE lipstick. Where did it go? Like, I think I can go with the CATRICE. Much better formula as well, because this is a retro matte, which is not my favorite MAC formula. Oop, I'm knocking things over. Morange, the only orange in my collection. Need to keep it. Ooh. Lady Danger, I'm going to keep. Of course. Sin. I'm just not really into the deep shades anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. let me just throw them there. Chili, I want to keep. Rebel, this is still fine. Love it. This is Red Carpet Red, which is not going anywhere. No, it's Russian Red. This is Russian Red, which is not going anywhere. Whirl is gonna go. Not wearing it. New York Apple is one I got in the Back to Mac program last year. I wanted to try something different just for fun. And it's a metallic lipstick. I haven't worn it much yet. Twig has expired. So actually one of the things I want to do, as I'm filming this, it's my spring break. And I want to go into the MAC counter and buy Brave and Twig again, because they're two of my favorite nude shades. I'm going to get rid of Mare, or am I going to keep it? I haven't worn this in so long. It's gonna go. It's gotta go. Velvet Teddy, oldest lipstick in my collection, can go. This is Verve. That's one of my favorites. That's also a new one from the Back to Mac program, so I'll keep that. And then Dark Side is gonna go. Far Too Purple and also Captive I'm going to get rid of. I don't wear these. Time for like drugstore things and liquid lipsticks. That's what's in this little cubby here. Moving on then to the remainder of my liquid or my drugstore lipsticks. This Zara thing has been ruined by the casual. It's another casualty. This is the Ultimate 16 or 14, 16. Lovely lipstick, but it's an orange tone red that I have a million times over in my collection. This Ink Airy stick from Peri Para is really lovely, but it's too similar to the 3CE one that I'm keeping. So that's why that can go. This Catrice in Kiss Kiss Hibiscus is a lovely, lovely lipstick. But I'm not going to keep it around because if I wear this kind of shade, I wear Max Impassioned. I'm going to be keeping this lipstick around though because this top is really nice and smooth and it's perfect for repressing eyeshadows. So I'm going to keep it with my toolbox, my makeup toolbox. And I'm going to be keeping, I'm not going to be keeping Legendberry. It's just not my formula in this kind of shade. And I'm also not going to be keeping Hot and Spicy, which is like that orange tone that I don't love. And then I have the Ultimate Matte in Taupe. What's it called again? Taupeless in Love. This is a stunning lipstick and a bit more unique. It did get a little bit ruined, but not too terrible. So we can keep that. And I want to keep the Ultimate Matte in Rouge La La. But here's the thing. Yeah. This is this the 100 shade? Oh, I think it's deeper. Let me swatch these next to each other. So this is my favorite all-time red from Catrice. And it got a little bit ruined in my little accident. And this is the Scandalous Matte. So this is the new one. And the question is whether I need to keep both. This one is a bit darker. I'm veering on no. Don't keep. Don't keep. This is H&M's London Season. Great mauve toned lipstick, but I don't need it. Because I have the Kiko one. And I would wear that over this. Then we have 604 Urban Mauve from Moonspell Rêve à Paris. This is actually quite pretty. So I do think I want to keep that, but I'm going to get rid of the other one because that's very red. Yeah, that's very sort of like brownish red. Don't need to keep that. Then this is the Power Pumping Gel Lipstick in 020 Magnolia Bouquet. And this is a really nice, light, cool tone pink. Some of you were asking me from the Scandalous Matte line, there is also a cool tone pink. But this is the reason why I'm not keeping that. Because I have this and I like this formula better. Just so you know. I'm going to be decluttering a Blaze from H&M. Because it's an orange toned red in a cream formula. And I do think I want to keep this nude. Like, it's good to have a drugstore nude on hand. It's I'm in Shock. It's a very comfortable formula. And then that's the other shade I wanted to compare the Scandalous Matte one to. This is Catrice's Demi Matte in 110 Redefine Love. And this is another dupe for Lisa Eldridge's Velvet Jazz. and see how that's just the same shade reiterated. So I'll keep the Demi Matte and declutter the Scandalous Matte. So this is the Scandalous Matte one, and that's the Demi Matte. That's just a quick comparison I still had to do. This is the reason why I'm not keeping the bright shade from the Scandalous Matte, because in the Demi Matte line, it's again similar. Might as well keep that around. This 030 shade from CATRICE from the Demi Matte, right? No, Vegan Collagen Matte. Be Fearless. That's another really good like mauve tone from them that I want to keep. And then they also did 040 Be Strong in that same line. So this is like your cool tone mauve at the drugstore, and then a warmer tone. Like, these are just such good neutral shades that I need to keep them, even though they're a bit ruined. Oh well. Then my Power Plumping Gel Lipstick in 030 Speak Up. I used one up of these in the past. This is the second one I'm using, and I have one in backup. This is My Pillow Talk. It's also the same shade, but in a different formula. Then these Shine Bombs. I've kept the lavender one because I think it's fun, but I don't think I will be wearing it much. So that can go. I did keep 040. Ooh, maybe I should compare this. And also 030. So 030 is Divine Femininity, and 040 is Secret Crush. But then I also have 040 right here in the Vegan Collagen Matte. That's a bit more pink. And then I have the Vegan Collagen Matte in Be Fearless in 030. They're all different. Shall I swatch them real quickly? That's a bit too brown tone, perhaps. So I'm going to get rid of 030 from the Shine Bombs and 040 from the Vegan Collagen Mattes. This also felt a little bit fragile, and it's very brown toned. Like, I prefer the plumminess of that. And then this is really pretty as well. Okay, so then I know what I'm keeping. And then I have the Shine Bomb in Scandalous Pink, which is another one of those like capricious kind of shades. This is pretty. So then I have, wait, where's the other one? This is 020 from the Demi Matte. And then I have, oh, that's the other one. Hold on. Too similar? Maybe too similar. Maybe I did already swatch these against one another, but I was like, I don't need to keep everything, you know? Can't have it all. Yeah, so I'm more inclined to wear the Demi Matte than the Shine Bomb. And then this 100 Cherry Bomb is that deep shade that I just was telling you I don't love. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then of the Maybelline ones here, I know I'm going to get rid of all of them. This is all fired up. And I was saying how I had another lipstick that was like replacing a drugstore lipstick for me. That's this one. And then this is this barely twists up. This is that Winter Berry shade that I like. That's what the Lisa Eldridge is for. And then this Burgundy Blush shade. I just don't wear shades like this anymore. I did take them out. So this is the one from CATRICE's Scandalous Matte in 060 Good Intention. So I need to swatch that against this. Ooh, that's far more pink tone. So I want to keep that as well. These stickers, I know. Oh. And then Go Bold or Go Home is that pink that I was talking about. That was perhaps a bit similar to these. Oh, it's actually a bit lighter. Like, this is a bit more rich. This is a bit more purple, so maybe I do want to keep the Shine Bomb. I don't need to keep the Shine Bomb. I probably don't need to keep this either. But I want to. I just want to. Let me clear the decks and we can add up how much we're getting rid of. I got rid of 170 lipsticks. I've definitely never gotten rid of this much. Ever in one go. Like ever. I've never. So I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Thank you so very much for being here. If you'd like to stay tuned for more declutters, I still have a couple left, but there's also a couple more up. So maybe you've missed those and you can find those on the channel as well. And I will be doing some spin-off videos off of my decluttering series, such as reorganizing my makeup collection and a couple of other bits as well. So if you'd like to stay tuned for all of that, I make lots of other content throughout the week as well. So if you'd like to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and then I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!